Well, hello, happy Thursday, which also means Friday Eve. We're close to being Friday. Hi, my name is Brenda Sellers, and I'm here in Knoxville, Tennessee. So, thanks for coming to see what we're making tonight, and I hope that you enjoy it. It's just a simple card with some layers, and I used a new to me embossing folder. So let me share my screen and we'll get this party started. Usually I have this set up where I only have to do one click. Sorry, here we go. Here's the stuff. So here's what the embossing folder looks like. Of course, it's grayed out, but there it is. And we're just gonna have some fun playing. All of this fun stuff, let's clear it out of the way. All right. This is a piece from the Stitched Season Designer Series paper. I don't know that we've played with that piece before because it's got the little holly leaves and berries on the backside. So we're playing with that. It's almost 3.5 by 3.5. So it's just a smidge under. So this has just a teensy tiny border. So let's go ahead and start putting things together. Well, we got that in our hand. We're going to use glue because I believe I might need to scoot it a little bit. And a friend taught me that if you put puddles in the corners, then you can scoot it a little bit easier. I don't know, but we're trying it to see. So it just has a teeny tiny hairline border all the way around it. I cut this designer series paper right at the edge of these 4 squares. And then my peaceful pine on the back is at 3.5 by 3.5. All right, so there's that. Scoot you over out of the way. Here's our card base. It is 5.5 by 8.5, scored at 4.25, because that's my favorite card basis. I ran this through the embossing machine already, so let's go ahead and put it on. When it's this thick detailed, I like to use Tombow, uh, the mono liquid glue. I feel like it holds it a little bit better because it's got all those little grooves in it. All right, let's pop it down on here. This, I think, came with a Halloween suite. I like the folder, and so I'm using it for Christmas. Might as well go ahead and use glue for this. Yes, Becky, I turned it over. I'm guessing you caught that. For our inside, you can stamp it or not. The choice is yours. All right. And now, what do I want to do? Do I want to put those on dimensionals? No, because I'm adding buttons and I just feel like it will make it too thick. So again, a little bit of a puddle in the corner. Let's add some glue there because of the dimension to this embossing folder. There we go. I'm gonna hold it down for a minute. Actually, let me grab a block and we'll just set it there. Have some help with from your friend. Here we go. You're a little bigger. That'll hold it in place while we stamp. Keep that. We're going to stamp with Peaceful Pine. We're going to say sending warm wishes this Christmas. Got a piece of basic white over here. Tap, tap, tap. Looks like it's got it all on. I'm going to cut it out with my snips, so it doesn't have to be perfect. Thank you for whoever stopped by. Glad to see you here this evening. Oh, isn't that so pretty and Peaceful Pine? Oh, I think I'm in love. All right, you over to the side. Our snip. Hope everybody's had a great week. If this is the first time you're seeing my videos, I have done a whole series of Christmas in July, one a day. I even went back and caught up on the day that I absolutely could not sit in this chair because of a headache. So all 23 days have been recorded. All right, so let's put this on our piece of Peaceful Pine. We're going to not waste so much of that. All right, blue. Oh, that's going to ooze. That's going to ooze. Let's see if we can keep it from oozing so much. You don't have to make it so thick there, Brenda. All right, while that's drying, let's come over here and pop some buttons on this because we still got to trim around it. I'm going to put red buttons in the white spaces. And white buttons in these solid ones. Over there. All right, and now while it's still drying, I have some linen thread. Let's tie some little bows. This is one of my friend's most favoriteest things to do in the world is tie bows. I'm joking. I know some people absolutely love it. Some people have learned to tie bows with forks. I am not one of those. Come on. There we go. One. Don't want that loop so big. There we go. Two. You've got a big loop too. Let's fix you. It's definitely giving that glue time to dry. That's good because I don't want it twisting. You all, if you have thought about shopping with a discount, and there's a lot of pretty new stuff coming, I'm sure if you follow other demonstrators, you've seen some of their early shopping hauls. If you want in on some of that action, reach out. I'll be happy to help you become a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator. You don't have to sell, you don't have to do videos. You can if you want to, and I'll be here to support you every step of the way. But oh, you love this. I do too. I love that embossing folder. Glad I pulled it out to play with it. And I don't feel like I'm a hard pressure salesman because I don't like people to pressure me. So that's where we go. All right, we've got 4 bows. Okay, and we're about out of that, so it's a good thing we got 4 bows. Let's get 4 little glue dots. 1, 2, 3, and 4. I guess you have figured out where those dots are going, or the little bows. Let's stick one right here. And this cutesy one can go right here. Hey, you are joining in. Come on in. In there. And now let's use our snips and do some trimming. That will dry clear, but I wanted to wipe it off there. There we go. I always wind up with glue on my fingers every time I use it. All right, let's give it just a little border. That's sticky right there. It'll dry. Oh, I know that some of you have seen the hot glimmer foil machine, whatever it's called. Um, just Laurie, I love you. You know, you're not a high pressure salesperson. You're just a temptress showing us all the possibilities with all the stuff. But it's one of the very generous things about you that we all love. I love it when you are in class too. That I spend quite a bit of time out here in my craft room, to the point that hubby has now said, he calls me sweetie. He says, sweetie, that project, making the bigger classroom, is uh, coming faster than you think it is. I was like, oh, okay. So he was telling me all about the plans for that this evening. All right, there's our card. How about that? Isn't that just darling? I love that embossing folder. I can't wait to play with it some more. And no, I didn't decorate the inside. I'll see you tomorrow, Laurie. You coming to the coffee shop too? We get to have some coffee at our yummy coffee shop. And then we're having class tomorrow night. So much fun. That's all happening on July 24th, just FYI. All right, there's our card for tonight. I hope you enjoy it. Let me make it a little flatter for the camera so you can see it a little better. Thanks for watching. Thanks. Oh, goody, goody, goody. I get to share coffee with you. I'm so excited now. All right, stop the screen share. Thank you guys for coming and watching and playing along with me. I think I have something cooking for the last day of July. Let me give it some thought and I'll start sharing it a little bit. All right, have a great night. Thank you guys for being here, Laurie and Adrian, and I think there's a couple of others that are watching. If you're watching the replay, leave a comment. Tell me what your favorite part was. If you've watched all 23 days, what was your favorite project? Let me know that too. Go back and watch them. If you can't find them you should be able to find them on Facebook. If you can't, I do have a whole playlist that is nothing but the Christmas in July. And they are all up to date over there on YouTube too. All right, have a great night and I'll see you again soon. Bye for now. Thanks for watching. Do something fun for yourself, like maybe peruse that Stampin' Up website. Bye.